here with Klaus Ostenfeld, an incredibly eminent structural engineer who has been awarded the International Award of Merit this evening from IABSE. Klaus, many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Really glad to see you recognised in this way. Can you tell us a bit about your background and career and what has led to this moment?
Well, that's a long story. How long time do you have?
in a few minutes.
Yeah, in a few minutes. Well, very shortly, I'm a structural engineer from the Danish Technical University of Denmark. Mm-hmm. I worked a few years in Denmark, and I thought I would broaden my experience by working overseas. And that ended up by being 3 years in the States, and then 4 years afterwards in Paris in a French company. And then back to Denmark and made the Great Belt Bridge possible. I was assembling the team for winning the Great Belt Bridge projects, which we did, fortunately. And I'm very happy to have been project director for that enormous bridge, which was really an engineering feat, with a lot of world records, a lot of innovation in it. And later on, Øresund to Sweden, and outside of Denmark, many big bridges.
Well, it's a fantastic portfolio of work. Do you have a particular favourite in that? Is it Øresund? Is it Great Belt that really is your
I think my favourite is really Great Belt.
Right.
But what might come in as a surprise is that prior to Great Belt, when I was working in the French company, I worked on the structures for the Olympic Games in 1976 with huge structures, really engineering challenges, which were almost impossible to build. And together with a French architect, which was not the most easy cooperation, with a very knowledgeable French architect, I finally got the respect with him with regard to what was possible and not possible. As a young chap, 30 years old, and we developed some innovative methods for building this huge shell which covered the velodrome.
Wow.
And I'm very proud of what we did that time. And I would not have dared to do the same thing again today, I think. It was so complicated.
It's wonderful to hear about collaboration. The interface with architects is so important in our world. The human-centered side of what we do is really vital. And I have the same feeling about projects in my 30s. They're so integral in the way that I now think. What advice would you give to younger engineers, people who are developing their career now about engineering and how you would progress in their profession?
I'm very happy you asked that question because that's close to my heart. I am now a seasoned person, as you can see from my hair color, and the end of my career is within reach. So my future is behind me. And I'm very happy that I'm being able to teach at the University of Denmark called Aarhus University, a very highly renowned university in bridge engineering, to the young chaps, almost 60 years younger than me, and giving them part of my experience and making them understand what real engineering is. It's not only a question of being able to analyze frictionless beams and frictionless, weightless beams and frictionless bearings and so on. It's really putting things together, being able to build it, being able to bring materials to the site and erect it, and keeping track of forces at every single step. And that's what we're talking about. How structures fail. Where do they fail? Do they fail in a fashion we accept? Or is it brittle? You get no warning and you have a lot of casualties, or do you get some kind of warning and can repair it and so forth? So I think that's the way I can convey some of almost 60 years of experience in engineering to these young people and make them understand what I think what really engineering is. Using your head, not the computers. Computers are excellent for checking that all your assumptions are okay, but you create the structure in your head, not on the computer.
I couldn't agree more, and it's a real delight to hear you talk about this. You've been an inspiration to my career, and I can't think of a better person to receive this award. So many congratulations from my.
I thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations again.
Thank you.